praying against your enemies, requesting finances, praying for stuff. Rather than actually being a form of a communicational tool that we use to connect with God in that sense. But you mentioned about the request part, and I think that's a really good place to start, because someone might feel like their prayer life is for requesting rather than actual communication. So maybe I don't know if you can touch on that a little bit more, because you said obviously previously that's what you might have thought. When did that begin to change for you, and why did it begin to change for you?
I think I think I saw prayers in a way, like people that I know, whether it was church, folks that I would see in church and things like that. It just kind of was outside of like praying when you say grace over your food and things like that. Just my own view of it was, we're asking God for healing, we're asking God to increase our faith, we're asking God, for help in a tough situation. We're praying over people that are sick, we're praying over people that are in need of help, of transition. Someone is looking to, increase their faith. Someone is looking to, change a particular situation or circumstance. They pray, right? In the morning, and at night, we always said prayers. I said prayers together with my mom and my family. And I think these things are all good, by the way. So I don't want anybody to think like, oh, I'm saying we shouldn't pray and ask things of God. No, that's not what I'm saying. But there is a more holistic, fuller amount and a need for prayer than just to be asking of God. And then as I saw my own relationship with God and developed a relationship with God, sometimes I would be convicted and um, not pray because I felt like I only came to God when I wanted something, or I only came to God when I needed something. And there was just, and this is for me, like a conviction of, from God, like, hey, listen, you can come to me not just when you need something, or not just when you're praising, but you should usher me into your life and talk and pray in general, right? So, but I think like there just were moments where I avoided it and do still avoid it, just because I know the power of prayer, and I also know what comes from that. And just like you spoke, right? Like we have times in our lives where we want to do what we want to do, and when we pray and we truly are tapping into God, we know that we're going to be convicted and not want to do the things that we want to do. So we may shy away from the prayer or keep our prayer